Hi, I'm Randy Hollenbeck, and this is the Music Roundtable. Today on the show, we are featuring bands playing at Deutschtown Music Festival in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on July 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Can, can you introduce yourself, what instrument you play, and the name of your band?
Yeah, thanks, Randy. My name is Nick Nagle. I'm in the band Adelaide and Autumn, and I play guitar and sing in that band.
What genre of music?
So we're mainly a pop punk band, but we have influences from all over the place. So it has a little bit more of an edge to it sometimes, and sometimes it's a little bit softer. I come from listening to a lot of Blink 182. It was my favorite band growing up, but the band as a whole, we like Muse, so we share that. And so we bring a little bit of influence from Muse, AFI, the drummer Dave, he's very into Dream Theater, so he brings a little bit of that to the table as well. And then Ryan, who's in the band, is a classic rock guy as well, so bringing some of that into his bass flavor. And then we recently added a violin player as well, Mike, who brings a bit of a classical spin to things. So it's kind of a little bit of everything.
How long has your band been together?
Oh man, we've been together about 10 years, a little over 10 years. We started back when I was in college at St. Vincent. I knew Ryan from high school, and he ended up coming over to St. Vincent. We started as an acoustic band, just doing acoustic shows, just him and I. And then when we started writing songs, we got into it, and Dave was a mutual friend of Ryan's, who he introduced me to him, and we brought him into play, and we started as a full band, just still doing acoustic stuff, and we got to the point where, all right, let's make the jump to electric, and so we've been doing that ever since. So yeah, we've been doing it for quite some time. We've got a chance to play almost every venue in the city, I would like to think at this point. We've met a lot of cool people along the way, a lot of cool bands that we like playing with, and over the time, and seeing them mature and put out additional music and trying to support where we can. So it's been quite a ride.
How did you guys come up with the name for the band?
So that one was me one day. I'm a big fan of the band Anberlin, and they have a song called Adelaide, and I was like, oh, that would be a really cool band name. And at the time, I looked into it, and I think there was a band that was called Adelaide at some point. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's out. But it was during the fall time. I'm a big Halloween fan, and that's my favorite season. I was like, oh, Adelaide and Autumn kind of has a cool ring to it, and it's something original. I didn't think anybody would ever come up with. So we kind of just went with it, and thought it had a nice sound, and like I said, it's kind of original, and came up with a cool logo for it, which looked nice with the AIA, which was kind of cool. And that's how the name came to be.
How many times have you guys played the Deutschtown Music Festival?
I think this will be our third or fourth time playing it. I know they took a couple years off there for the pandemic, so we didn't play, I think, the last 2 years, but we played two times before that, I believe. So I think this is our third time. So excited to be back. It's always a good time. This will be a new venue for us as well. Allegheny City Brewing is where we're at, going on at 3 p.m., I believe, on Saturday, the 23rd. So we're first up out of the gate over there, and we'll be doing full band. Originally, we were going to do an acoustic situation because Ryan was going to be out of town, but he had made some changes to his plan, so we'll be able to do the full band, which will be nice.
Do you have anything special planned in the set list for the show?
We're probably going to do. We do mostly originals. I have a couple covers we have prepped up. So one of which is a 90s medley that we do, that we base it off of Blink 182's Damn It, but we've piped in three or four different 90s songs. So we'll likely start out with Gangster's Paradise, go into Damn It by Blink 182, which then feeds into Ride With Me by Nelly. We're putting a Britney Spears piece of it in this time, which is brand new to the situation. We haven't previously done that. Then it goes into No Scrubs by TLC, and then ends back with Blink 182. And that's always a lot of fun to play. I always see a lot of people singing along because it's a bunch of different songs that people seem to know. And then other than that, it'll be originals, which I'm always excited for. Diving from the Hive, which is the song that you should be able to hear here. It's on Spotify and everywhere else as well. It's always my favorite song, and I think it's third in the lineup, and I look forward to playing that the most because it's my favorite.
Can you tell me a little bit about that song?
Sure. I wrote that song on a plane. I was vacationing down in Florida, and I was coming back, and at the time, I was, still looking for jobs and things like that. I was just, finishing up college and couldn't really find my way. And I thought of this concept of diving from the hive and diving what you're comfortable with and going for it regardless of what might happen, because sometimes you have to take those risks, and that's what that song is about. And in the end, if you listen to the words, the closing line is "I'll survive." So to me, it was really getting out of that comfort zone and really going for something, and no matter what happens in the end, you'll survive. So that's why I think I like that song so much, and it has a bit harder of an edge to it. It's a good opener, for a playlist or even for a set. But we usually bury it in third. Second or third is that we have a little intro to it that we like to do that segues from one song to another. So
Is there any other bands that you plan on checking out at the festival?
I'll probably just be popping around to see as many as I can. Like I said, we're on first, but I'll likely hang out the whole day. I don't know that I have anybody specifically lined up. I like to just find new bands and check them out. I know on our stage we have a couple folks coming in from out of town, which will be cool to see. I think there's some folks from New York coming in, which is nice to bring some out of town flavor to the set and to the lineup. So, but yeah, I'll just be popping around and seeing if I can find some new music.
How can we contact your band? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter?
Yeah, Facebook is where we pretty much live. Excuse me. Adelaide. And so it's facebook.com/Adelaide and Autumn. You can find all of our stuff there. And other than that, we're all over any digital retailer that you might use. So Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, all of our songs are pretty much everywhere. You can find them. So yeah, go check them out and let me know what you like. And we're doing some recording now. I'm planning on doing another full length, which will be good. So hopefully we can finish that up here in the fall time. Ideally, would be nice to put it out to get some new music out there.
Thank you for coming on the show. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I just really appreciate the time talking to me. I think this is awesome that you're putting this together around all the bands playing for Deutschtown. I'm excited to see how the festival goes. Excited to meet people. If there's a song that you think we would be good playing to fit it into one of our covers or fit it into the Blink 182 medley, let me know. Hopefully, we'll see you there. 3 p.m. Allegheny City Brewing on the 23rd, and we're first up. But again, my name's been Nick from Adelaide and Autumn, and I hope you enjoy some of the music that we have out there.